Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here, this time reviewing on Suicide Squad issue number 2. Now, as you know, a couple weeks ago I did review the first issue of the DC Universe version of the Suicide Squad, and I felt like I wanted to continue it onward. So I went to my local comic store and pretty much picked up a comic that I asked my friend Sean, who was holding it for me. And the issue has Locke with a detonator, with the Suicide Squad members basically in a kind of hypnotizing pose. And it starts off how Oster is kind of saying, "Holy crap! It's an ambush! And at first you think it's going to be something serious, like something bad. And as soon as Oster gets hit, the president begging for his life, it becomes clear that there is more truth going on. And leaving Deadshot for the first time in his life afraid. And even Locke asking Deadshot what's going on. So we're probably introduced to how Finn is still recovering after what happened to his brother, and you see Shark in the same tank as him. And you can tell Shark is quick to kind of mock him and sort of joke about eating his brother, saying, "Oh, such nasty thoughts. 5 inches of glass between us. Or you'd go the same way as you." And so he breaks through, destroys one of his teeth, and so Locke has them sort of electrified, and Harley starts kind of berating Locke about having the Reverenries join their team, and you can tell Locke is trying to do what Amanda Waller couldn't by being more effective, even though Amanda Waller had more of a conscience. And even Deadshot says, "Also, we killed their teammates." And so pretty much Locke has Harley's mouth shut, and he even uses Zebraman to kind of go into their cells and talk with them about joining the team, as well as having 55 missions and sort of reducing their sentences, as well as turning out that a president in another country won't surrender his title after his 2 terms and want the Suicide Squad to go in so the rightful person can take their place. So we're kind of shown at the South China Sea, where Finn and Shark go in, and Shark kind of sees that Finn's wearing his tooth, and you can tell he's doing it as a way to mock him for what happened to his brother. And so pretty much Shark manages to go in to take them down, and so does Finn, and pretty much the Suicide Squad's conversations are being heard by Locke and Nat to keep tabs. And as soon as they get into the line of fire, they end up getting hit by shots, with the pilot being killed. And Oster says, "Is the pilot? He's dead. So are the controls. We're going down." And so Deadshot sees that Wink has kind of taken her team away, and Deadshot kind of realizes that, yeah, they're not really going to be team players, and ends up crashing into the large area. And as soon as he manages to get through, he's quick to berate them for leaving him behind, and pretty much Locke says, "What our intelligence suggests, minimal security." And so pretty much they realise that Wink's gone in alone, and he manages to get the president back in, and they manage to go through the pipe system without anyone knowing. And as soon as one soldier holds them down, he's quickly gotten rid of. And so he pretty much uses a gun and kind of realizes a good opportunity to make it look like it was an accident. and so makes it look like it was an ambush. And this is a moment you can tell Deadshot realising what's really going on. And so she basically shoots herself in the arm, and pretty much it's clear that they're doing this for themselves, and they managed to gun down the president a little bit, and even him saying, "No, please, please don't let them kill me." And so they shoot the president down, leaving Deadshot for the first time in his life afraid of something bigger, and pretty much has to kind of play it cool, as he knows what they'll do to him if he tells on them, and says, "He's down, Locke. The assist's down." And ending the story. So, issue 2 isn't bad, but I think it just feels a bit quick. Again, it's clear that Locke's trying to do something what Amanda Waller isn't, and I think showing Deadshot for the first time in his life afraid of something else. And I kind of feel, yeah, it's clear the Revenaries are a bit more doing this for themselves, even though they're forced to join the Suicide Squad. So I think the issue deserves a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewy here, signing out.